numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
10 cycles.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Let's go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Red cycle.
Shotgun now for Lance. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. And how about this, a fake? And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because this 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Play action, now it's Lance. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air. And they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Hey, go steal.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Now Lance has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Go red. Steal. Check steal. Ready?
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll look to throw here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Reek Woolen bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Black shot. Fight. 97. Set.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returning it is Moore. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Eluding the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On play action, Lance. This is Fant on the short completion.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, it's Walker.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready up. Ready.
Here's Walker.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Ready?
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet.
A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about riddling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now back to throw.
This ball deep for Tony.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep, Rick Woolen.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a play fake. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Watch out now. 50
Here's Lance. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Smith and Jigba. Touchdown
From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, riblet. Attack.
Again, it's Pacheco. Dances by him. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 59 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Working from the gun. Lance going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
57 color.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Forced out to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go.
2nd and 7.
Red, yellow. Trouble, 38. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's out right at the 25.
Come on, set.
1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. To throw, it's Lance. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Felix Anudike-Uzomah able to record his 5th sack of the season. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Lance looking to throw it.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
43 rail. Set.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Let's go now. Steel, black, red.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he will score. Touchdown, touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Chiefs 22. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Kobe Bryant in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but